20 plants you can eat in the wild when we are outdoors, whether hiking, camping, or even lost in the woods. Knowing which plants we can eat can be very useful. Many plants that grow in nature are edible and can help us satisfy hunger or even save our lives in an emergency. But it's important to be careful. Some plants are poisonous and can cause harm. Therefore, it is good to know it well before putting anything in your mouth. In this text, we will talk about 20 plants that you can find in nature and that are safe to eat. Let's explain it in a simple way, as if we were talking in the kitchen at home, so that anyone can understand. Let's go. 1. Dandelion. You may have already seen this little plant growing in your backyard or on the side of the road. The dandelion has green leaves and a yellow flower. All parts of it can be eaten: the leaves, the flowers, and even the root. The leaves are a little bitter, like stronger arugula, and can be used in salads. The flowers can be fried or used to make tea. The root, when roasted, becomes a coffee substitute. 2. Nettle. This plant is famous for causing itching when we touch it. But, if cooked, nettle loses its poison and becomes a very nutritious food. Its leaves can be used in soups, stews, or even juices. It's like wild spinach. Just remember to wear gloves when harvesting, otherwise you will feel that annoying burning sensation. 3. Nasturtium. This plant is beautiful, with orange or yellow flowers, and is very common in gardens. Both the leaves and flowers are edible and have a spicy taste, similar to arugula or watercress. You can put the leaves in salads or use the flowers to decorate dishes. It is an easy to recognize and very tasty plant. 4. Tioba. Tioba is a large plant, with heart-shaped leaves, very common in humid places. But be careful, only the young, cooked leaves are safe to eat. Raw or mature leaves can be toxic. Once cooked, tioba becomes soft and can be used like spinach. It is important to wash well and cook for a long time to remove any poison. 5. Soralia milkweed is a plant that grows in vacant lots and roadsides. It has green leaves and yellow flowers. The leaves are somewhat bitter, but can be eaten raw in salads or cooked like spinach. It is an easy to find and very nutritious plant. 6. Oroponobis. This plant is common in the Cerrado and has green, thorny leaves. The leaves are rich in protein and can be used in stir-fries, soups, or even omelets. It's like more resistant spinach. Just be careful with the thorns when harvesting. 7. Batalia. Batalia is a climbing plant with heart-shaped leaves. It grows on fences and walls and is widely used in cuisine in some regions of Brazil. The leaves can be cooked and used in stir-fries or soups. It is an easy to grow and very tasty plant. 8. Karuru. Karuru is a plant that grows in vacant lots and vegetable gardens. Its leaves are green and can be cooked like spinach. It is a very nutritious and easy to find plant. In some regions, karuru is used in typical dishes, such as the famous karuru from Bahia. 9. Sorrel. Sorrel is a small plant with arrow-shaped leaves. It has a sour taste, as the name suggests, and can be used in salads or juices. It is a very common plant in gardens and backyards. Just don't overdo it, because excess can be harmful. 10. Purslane. Purslane is a creeping plant with small, succulent leaves. It grows in vacant lots and vegetable gardens. The leaves can be eaten raw in salads or cooked like spinach. It is a very nutritious and easy to find plant. 11. Black walleye. The black pickerel is a plant with green leaves and yellow flowers. The leaves can be cooked and used in stir-fries or soups. It is a common plant in vacant lots and roadsides. Just be careful not to confuse it with other similar plants, which can be poisonous. 12. Littlefish. The goldfish is a plant with leaves that resemble fish scales. It grows in gardens and vegetable gardens and is widely used in Japanese cuisine. The leaves can be fried or used in salads. It is a tasty and easy-to-grow plant. 13. Moringa. Moringa is a tree with small leaves and white flowers. All parts of the plant are edible: leaves, flowers, pods, and seeds. The leaves can be used in salads, soups, or stir-fries. It is a very nutritious plant and is easy to find in tropical regions. 14. Hibiscus. Hibiscus is a plant with large, colorful flowers. The flowers can be used to make tea or jellies. The young leaves can also be eaten raw in salads. It is a very common plant in gardens and easy to recognize. 15. Capicova. Capicova is a plant with green leaves and white flowers. It grows in vacant lots and on roadsides. The leaves can be cooked and used in stir-fries or soups. It is a very nutritious and easy to find plant. 16. Almaraduma to the chicory is a plant with green leaves and yellow flowers. The leaves can be eaten raw in salads or cooked like spinach. It is a common plant in vacant lots and is easy to recognize. 17. Mastruz. The mastruz is a plant with green leaves and white flowers. It grows in vacant lots and on roadsides. The leaves can be used in teas or juices. It is a plant widely used in folk medicine and is easy to find. 18. Losna wormwood is a plant with green leaves and yellow flowers. It grows in vacant lots and on roadsides. The leaves can be used in teas or as a seasoning. It is a very bitter plant, so use in moderation. 19. St. Mary's weed. Santa Maria herb is a plant with green leaves and white flowers. It grows in vacant lots and on roadsides. The leaves can be used in teas or as a seasoning. It is a plant widely used in folk medicine. 20. Guaco. Guaco is a vine with green leaves and white flowers. It grows in forests and roadsides. The leaves can be used in teas for respiratory problems. It is a plant widely used in folk medicine and is easy to find. Important precautions before eating any plant you find in nature. It's a good idea to follow some tips to avoid taking any risks. 1. Identify the plant clearly. If you're not sure, don't eat it. Some poisonous plants are very similar to edible ones. 2. Do a patch test. Rub a little of the plant on your skin and wait a few hours. If it doesn't cause irritation, that's a good sign. 3. Taste it little by little. Even if the plant is edible, your body may not be used to it. Start with a small amount and wait to see if it doesn't hurt. 4. Cook when possible. Many plants are safer and easier to digest after cooking. 5. Avoid plants with a strong smell or milky sap. These characteristics may indicate that the plant is poisonous. Conclusion: knowing which plants we can eat in nature is a very useful skill, especially in emergency situations. The 20 plants we list here are common in several regions of Brazil and can be a source of safe and nutritious food. But remember, always be careful and make sure you are picking the right plant. When in doubt, don't risk it. If you enjoy outdoor activities like hiking or camping, it's worth learning more about the plants in your area, so you will always be prepared for any situation. And who knows, the next time you're hungry in nature, you won't have to rely solely on the food you packed in your backpack. Here are some more tips to help you safely identify edible plants. Watch the animals. If you see birds, insects, or other animals eating a plant, it's a good sign that it may be safe for humans, too. But be careful. Some animals can eat things that we can't, so don't just rely on that. Do a patch test. Before eating an unfamiliar plant, rub a small piece on your skin, like your wrist or elbow, and wait a few hours. If no redness, itching, or irritation appears, this is a good sign. Then, put a small piece in your mouth and chew without swallowing. If the taste is bitter, too sour, or burns your tongue, spit it out and rinse your mouth with water. Start with small amounts. Even if the plant seems safe, eat just a little at first. Wait a few hours to see if you don't feel any stomach pain, dizziness, or discomfort. If everything is fine, you can eat a little more next time. Learn from those who know. If possible, take a course or hang out with someone who understands edible plants. Many indigenous and riverside communities have enormous knowledge about what can and cannot be eaten in nature. Talking to these people is a great way to learn. Common plants you might find. 1. Dandelion. Young leaves are great in salads and have a slightly bitter taste. The flowers can also be eaten. 2. Purslane. This creeping plant is full of vitamin C and has a slightly sour flavor. It can be eaten raw or cooked. 3. Tioba. Very common in humid areas, but be careful. Only eat very young leaves and always cooked, as raw they can be toxic. 4. Nasturtium. The flowers and leaves have a spicy flavor, similar to arugula, and are rich in vitamin C. Great for salads. 5. Oroponobis. A plant that is easy to find in several regions of Brazil. The leaves are rich in protein and can be used in stir-fries, soups, or even omelets. What to do if you eat something wrong? If after eating a plant you feel nausea, headache, dizziness, or any other strange symptoms, seek medical help immediately. If possible, take a piece of the plant you ate to help with identification. Remember, nature is generous, but it can also be dangerous. The ideal is to always study before going out there experimenting with plants. Over time, you will gain confidence and learn to recognize what is safe. And don't forget, when in doubt, don't eat. It's better to go a little hungry than risk your health. 6. Tioba. This plant is common in humid areas, such as riverbanks and swamps. Young leaves and stems can be eaten, but only after cooking. Never eat it raw, as it contains substances that can irritate the mouth and throat. Once cooked, it becomes soft and can be used in stir-fries or soups, similar to spinach. But be careful, only eat it if you are sure it is tioba, because some similar plants are poisonous. 7. Dandelion. This little plant, which many people think is just grass, is full of nutrients. The leaves can be eaten raw in salads or cooked, and have a slightly bitter but delicious taste. The flowers are also edible and can be used to make jam or even fried bread. The dandelion is easy to recognize by its saw-shaped leaves and yellow flowers. 8. Nasturtium. This plant is beautiful, with colorful flowers, orange, red or yellow, and round leaves. Everything about it is edible: leaves, flowers, and even the seeds. The leaves have a tangy, arugula-like flavor and are great in salads. Flowers add a special touch to dishes and can be used to decorate. The seeds, when green, can be used as a substitute for capers. 9. Milkweed. Looks like a dandelion, but the leaves are longer and less serrated. It is very common in vacant lots and roadsides. Young leaves can be eaten raw in salads or cooked in stir-fries. It has a mild taste and is rich in vitamins. The flowers are also edible and can be used to decorate dishes. 10. Purslane. This creeping plant is easy to find in gardens and vegetable gardens. The leaves and stems are juicy and have a slightly sour taste. It can be eaten raw in salads or cooked in soups and stir-fries. It is rich in omega-3, an important nutrient for health. If you see a small plant with small, fleshy leaves, it is most likely purslane. 11. Nettle. This plant has a reputation for burning the skin, but when cooked it loses this property. Young leaves can be used in soups, teas, or stews. It is rich in iron and other minerals. To harvest, wear gloves to avoid burning yourself. Once cooked, it becomes soft and has a flavor similar to spinach. 12. Karuru. Very common in vegetable gardens and vacant lots, pigweed has long, green leaves. It can be eaten raw in salads or cooked in stir-fries. It is rich in iron and calcium. The seeds are also edible and can be roasted and ground to make flour. 13. Sorrel. As the name suggests, this plant has a sour flavor, similar to lemon. The leaves can be used in salads, soups, or teas. It is rich in vitamin C and helps to add a special touch to dishes. It is easy to recognize by its heart-shaped leaves and characteristic taste. 14. Picaprito. This plant has small leaves and yellow flowers. Young leaves can be eaten raw in salads or cooked in stir-fries. It has a mild taste and is rich in nutrients. It is common in vacant lots and roadsides. 15. Peixinho. This plant has fleshy, hairy leaves, similar to a fish's tongue. It can be eaten raw in salads or fried, when it becomes crunchy. It has a mild flavor and is widely used in Japanese cuisine. It is easy to grow at home and grows well in pots. Before you go out collecting plants, remember some important tips. Always wash the leaves well before eating, even if they appear clean. If you're not sure if the plant is edible, don't take any chances. And, if possible, take a guide to edible plants or consult someone who understands the subject. Nature offers many delicious and nutritious foods, but you need to know what you are doing to enjoy it safely. 16. Soralia. This plant is very common in abandoned lands and roadsides. The young leaves are tender and can be eaten raw in salads or cooked like spinach. They have a slightly bitter taste, similar to arugula. The yellow flowers are also edible and add a beautiful and tasty touch to dishes. Milkweed is rich in vitamins A and C, as well as iron. 17. Tioba. Many people confuse tioba with yam or sweet potato, but it is a different plant. Young leaves and stems can be eaten, but be careful. Only eat them if they are well cooked, as raw they toxic. Once cooked, tioba is soft and has a mild flavor, similar to spinach. It grows in humid areas, such as riverbanks and swamps. Never eat the root raw as it can cause poisoning. 18. Dandelion. This little yellow plant that appears in the yard or on the sidewalk is completely edible. The young leaves are great in salads and have a slightly bitter taste, similar to chicory. The flowers can be used to make jelly or even fried as a snack. The roasted and ground root becomes a coffee substitute, with a very similar flavor. Dandelion is full of vitamins and helps with digestion. 19. Oroponobis. This plant is widely used in Minas Gerais cuisine and is known as poor man's meat because it is rich in protein. The leaves are thorny, but once cooked they become soft and can be used in stir-fries, soups, or even omelets. It grows on fences and walls, and is easy to recognize by its thick, thorny leaves. In addition to being nutritious, it is a resistant plant that does not need much care. 20. Nasturtium. This is a beautiful plant, with colorful flowers in shades of orange, yellow, and red. Both the flowers and leaves are edible and have a spicy flavor, similar to watercress. They are great for garnishing dishes or adding a special touch to salads. The green seeds can be used as a pepper substitute. Nasturtium grows easily in gardens and pots, and also attracts pollinators such as bees and butterflies. Before trying any unfamiliar plant, remember a few basic rules. Start with small amounts to see if your body reacts well. If you feel any discomfort, such as stomach pain, itching, or nausea, stop eating immediately. Another tip is to avoid plants that grow near busy roads or places with pesticides, as they may be contaminated. And of course, never eat anything if you're not 100% sure it's safe. If possible, go with someone experienced the first few times or use plant identification apps to help. Nature is generous, but respect and care are needed to enjoy its gifts without risk. Now that you know nasturtium, let's talk about other edible plants that can be found in nature and are easy to identify. One of them is the dandelion, that little plant with yellow flowers that appears in lawns and vacant lots. The young leaves are great in salads, with a slightly bitter flavor, similar to arugula. The flowers can also be used to make jellies or even fried in breading, like cakes. Even the roasted and ground root serves as a caffeine-free coffee substitute. Another very common plant is nettle, which many people know because it causes itching when they touch it. But, if harvested carefully, wear gloves, and cooked, it loses its irritating effect and becomes a nutritious food. The cooked leaves can be used in soups, stir-fries, or even in green juices. Nettle is rich in iron and vitamins, helping to provide energy. If you find a plant with large, shiny, heart-shaped leaves, it could be tioba. But be careful, only eat it if you are sure it is the edible species, as some varieties are toxic. The young leaves and stems, after being well cooked, become soft and can be used like spinach. The tubers, when roasted or cooked, taste similar to sweet potatoes. On the banks of rivers and humid places, you can find marsh cress, a plant with green leaves and small white flowers. It is a cousin of common watercress and can be used in the same way, in salads, sandwiches, or juices. It has a spicy and refreshing flavor, great for adding a special touch to meals. Another option is milkweed, a plant with jagged leaves and yellow flowers, similar to dandelions. The young leaves are slightly bitter and go well in salads or sautéed. The flowers are also edible and can be used to decorate dishes. If you are in an area with wild fruit trees, keep an eye out for the mulberry tree. The black or red berries are sweet and juicy, perfect for eating fresh or making jam. Just be careful not to confuse it with other similar fruits, such as the Conde Brava fruit, which can be toxic. For those who like a more citrus flavor, sour clover, or sour clover, is a good choice. The leaves have an acidic taste, similar to lemon, and can be used in salads, teas, or even to season fish. It is easy to find in fields and roadsides. Always remember to wash plants well before eating, even if they appear clean. Running water helps remove dirt and small insects. And if you're not sure whether a plant is edible, don't take any chances. Better to miss a meal than to get sick. Nature offers many tasty and nutritious options, but you need to observe carefully and respect limits. Over time, you will gain confidence in identifying and enjoying these foods safely. And don't forget, if you're in doubt, ask someone who understands the subject or consult reliable guides before trying it.